14 hours in the past, I used to playing Melon Playground. The game was age rated 12 plus, so I discovered a new video of the Melon Playground video called Melon's Revenge. The cover consistent with Melon's head in a maroon background, some text read Melon's Revenge, so I clicked the video. Oh boy. I hope this will be a new episode, I said excited. After I clicked the video, the intro started normally, until the intro got to the end. The title card said, Melon's Revenge. Wow, what the heck is going on? I questioned curiously. The intro started with Melon and his friends, until Melon grabs a knife, and then he said,
You guys have mocked me and more for no reason, now I take my revenge on you. Now, I will kill all of you. Melon said. Pumpkin was first, until his last words were,
What are you doing to me right?
Before finishing his own sentence, his head was decapitated by Melon and was stabbed by Melon's knife, causing him to die. Corn was next. Corn was in the forest, until he noticed Melon's campfire, until Melon saw Melon until his friend Corn said, but his last words were just like pumpkins when then he said,
Wait. We are from.
But before finishing his sentence, he was pushed by the fire and he screams in agony, causing himself into a popcorn. Apple was next. Apple was running and saw everyone dead, until he dials 911, and called the police. The calling was from the footage of Apple's camera.
This is the police. What is your emergency?
Help! Melon is gonna kill me.
Oh my god. He is going to kill you. Don't worry, police is on our way. And the call ended. Apple saw a spear, until Melon stabs him in the head, causing his head to covered in apple blood. The footage ended. Robot was the last one. But Melon saw that there are 2 remaining NPCs. Melon went to the endless ocean, and saw Coral doing his business, and then he was grabbed by Melon, and he was choking, and then his final words were,
Melon, please get me back in the water.
But before he speaks, his skin turns white, causing him to turning him into a dead coral, and Robot was the last NPC, so he hurried back to the lake. Robot was in the lake, until he turned himself and saw Melon. He grabs 3 C4s, until he was exploded 3 times, and he grabs Jason's mask from Forsaken from Roblox, and he wears it and grabs a chainsaw, until he was killed by his chainsaw, but his final words but he was glitching, bit with subtitles. Please don't kill me. I'm sorry. The subtitles faded out, until he was killed by a chainsaw, causing him not to work anymore, and then he heard the police sirens, and then, it was the Melon Playground Police Department. The unnamed police said,
This is the police, put the chainsaw down.
But the unnamed police said his sentence. He gets killed by Melon's chainsaw, causing the police to die. The female unnamed police said,
Victor, shoot him.
I was surprised what she said. She said Victor, in the video said, but then Victor said,
On it.
And he grabs a pistol, and shots him in the torso, causing him to be injured, and then his spine got broke and he wasn't to get up. Until then, his spine was okay, and then, he was shot by a taser gun, and was grabbed in the police department, and the time card was reading.
20 hours later.
After 20 hours of his execution, he was in an acid pool, but acid was toxic, a radioactive substance, and he was in the Melon Playground plant, and then the unnamed police said,
Any last words before you die?
Melon was completely saying his last words of an police officer.
I will kill all of you.
And then the unnamed scientist cuts the rope after Melon falls in the acid pool. The last part was horrifying. After then, he was screaming in agony. After then he was drowning in the acid pool, and then he was turning himself into a skeleton, causing his body to turning him into the skeleton, and the end was here. However, it was strange. It consistently of an shape of Melon was here, but it was Spanish text that read, Todos están muertos. Es el siguiente. So I checked the video's description. The English translation said, Everyone is dead. You are next. And then the video ended. I was horrified what is just had because of this. I am not doing this, so I'll skip this part. So then, I kept having nightmares of Melon killing me. The next day I opened YouTube and the video was gone. I think it got removed that I took some photos before YouTube takes down the video. So, if you found this video, let me know.